coach Chris Graz and head coach Randolph Gilmore. We'll start with number 1, Uziel Flores. Number 5, Andrew Shepard.
Welcome to Northland Basketball, presented by Sports Zone Radio. Exclusive coverage of Navajo Nation and White Mountains varsity basketball online at sportszone123.com and on the Sports Zone Radio smartphone app. And now, it's time for Northland Basketball.
Welcome back into Northland Basketball. It's an afternoon matchup between a couple of teams, a couple of good basketball clubs in Northeast Arizona. We're talking about the home team, the Winslow Bulldogs, and the visiting Monument Valley Mustangs. Welcome, everybody, back to Winslow High School. There's a good look at that starting 5 from Monument Valley, and we can't wait to get this one underway for you. Winslow being introduced to the home crowd here at Don Petronovich Gymnasium, our broadcast location on the floor here at Winslow High School. And we want to thank the athletic director, Mrs. Hendricks, and the rest of the great people at Winslow for their hospitality. Our broadcast location, and Derek, if you'll come over this direction with that camera and show us that we are right in front of Isaac Bond's court. Look down on the floor right there, and that's the graphic with the great Isaac Bonds, class of 1964, one of Winslow's all-time greatest. And we're ready to go on this broadcast of Northland Basketball, everybody. Welcome in to Winslow High School. And it's going to take us a moment to get all set and ready to go here, but we ask that you bear with us as we get all of our roster information and the broadcast information we need going here, but we'll have it shortly, and you'll have some detailed information in this one as we get her going. Thanks for being here with us for our broadcast of Northland Basketball. Monument Valley controlling first, turns it over. Winslow has it, no scores. We just do now get it underway at Don Petronovich Gymnasium, and a great set play, feed inside, shot good for Casey Monroe. Casey with the lefty kiss off the glass has the first points of the game for the Bulldogs. Drive, and a little difficulty with the handles initially, and Andrew Shepard has the shot from Monument Valley. The senior gets his team on the board. They match the score, and a good job on a rebound by Lethell Baker. Going out of bounds, able to throw it in off of one of those Monument Valley Mustangs. Retain possession for Winslow. We've got exactly 7 minutes on the clock here in the first period. Inbound, the Bulldogs are going to throw it. Oh, wait a second. That was saved by Lethell, and no backcourt violation. I'm not sure how that happened. He could have just let it go into backcourt and then retrieve it. All right. No argument on that. Here is a feed that gets tipped away by the Monument Valley defense. Brandon Bijo with a nice job on that. And then he eventually ends up committing a foul. And his first of the game, the first whistle on either one of these teams. Welcome in, everybody.
Go ahead.
Today's broadcast of Northland Basketball. It's brought to you by Choice NTUA Wireless. Bulldogs trying to work it inside, taken away. Bijo has it, and he is going to go 1 on 3. And he drew the foul, almost made the shot. Fearless against that Winslow defense that was dropping back to try to prevent his basket. Isaac David, the guy that gets the foul for the Bulldogs, his first of the game. By Joe at the line. And El Brandon has that one as he rolls it in up over the lip of that rim. His first point of the game, and he's got a second. 4-2, Monument Valley in front of the host team, the Winslow Bulldogs. Welcome, everybody. Welcome into Winslow High School for our broadcast this afternoon. Hey, guess what? We're going to give away some Phoenix Suns tickets. So if you are one that could use, or know somebody that could use some Phoenix Suns basketball tickets, they play Charlotte tomorrow in Phoenix. And we wouldn't mind sending you to that. Hey, look at the nice spin move. Shot attempt, no good for Chris Ariano. And after that, there's a whistle. Okay, so here's what happened. Ariano spun into the paint at the basket. He ran into one of the Monument Valley players and didn't like the contact. I've got no issue with what Monument Valley did there. Chris, though, didn't like it a whole lot, and Chris ends up picking up a technical foul on the play. And that will put Andrew Shepard at the line for Monument Valley. The first one is good. So technical foul on Chris. That'll be his first foul of the game. Shepard at the line made the first of two. Inbound for Monument Valley. El Brandon Baijo throws it in. The Mustangs, they've got the basketball. They work it inside. A little difficulty there, but controlled by Monument Valley, and Andrew Shepard is underneath for the bucket. 7-2. Monument in front. Baijo trying to save one in on the Winslow side. That's never the wisest thing to do, and Winslow will make them pay. It's Casey Monroe, spots up, knocks it down, the three-pointer. Looking good from the lefty. Back to within 2 points, 7-5, Monument Valley in front. Andrew Shepard, outside, Roberto Flores. He's gonna work it around, dribble between the legs a couple of times, and then give up to Andrew Shepard. Shepard has it. To the free throw line, and we're gonna get a jump ball called. Somebody got their hands in there, and they prevented Andrew from continuing on the penetration. Jump ball, possession Winslow. Offensive foul. Called on Josh Thurman. Nope, it's Mauricio Thomas. That's who is into the game for Winslow, and he picks up his first foul here in this one. 4:40 on the clock in the first period. Monument Valley 7, Winslow 5. Boys varsity game here now. Mustangs dribble around. Jump stop in the paint by Uziel Flores. Did I get that right? Uziel gets it back outside. Drive, and the shot is good for Roberto Flores. Monument Valley in front by 4 again. Bulldogs with some indecision out there. Jackson Jet Jew, and his pass is taken away. Andrew Shepard rolls it up and in, and down 11-5. Coach Benton Nelson for Winslow will take a Bulldog timeout. Kind of have to reset some things with his defense. We'll grab a timeout on the radio. Northland basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. Back in a moment with the first quarter continuing.
The team at Beam & Will Drilling is like a great football team. They work hard, they work as a team, and they play to win. Their reputation is second to none, and they proudly call the White Mountains their home, even though they complete projects throughout the entire southwestern United States and beyond. No project is too big or too small for Beam & Well Drilling, so when the time comes for you to punch a hole in the ground, remember the White Mountains' top well drilling team, Beam & Well Drilling. Call anytime, 928-205-7647. Go deep with Beam & Well Drilling.
Bulldogs take a timeout to try and reset themselves. Here's a pass that Mustangs tip out of bounds. The Bulldogs will have it back. The official, I thought he indicated he pointed the wrong direction. And he did. He corrected himself. Here's the inbound pass. Tips around, and the Mustangs get a hand in the passing lane to knock it away. Andrew Shepard brings it up into front court. 3:41 on the clock. El Brandon Baijo. The crossover, step back, just beyond the free throw line. Pretty looking shot. And El Brandon knocks it down. For his first points here in this one. Winslow on the drive. That one is going to miss everything. The Mustangs will have it. Stephen Hall's the guy that got that rebound. Outside for three. That's Flores, and that'll roll in for him. Uzziel Flores with a big three-point make. It's an 11-point Monument Valley advantage over Winslow. 16-5. Great start for the Mustangs. On the road, long drive, long trip. Of course, for the Mustangs, if it isn't to Page, they're all long drives, aren't they? And a travel called. Bulldogs give it up. Jackson Jet-Jew, his second turnover here in this first quarter, and he'll get invited to take a rest and think it over a bit. Replacing him on the floor. Yeah, that's a new number. We'll have to check on that one for you here in a bit. 16-5. Baijo dribbles to the foul line, pulls up. That shot no good. He'll get it back after an offensive rebound on the baseline. Kick it out. Flores missed that three-point try. And Baijo tips it back out to his guy. Flores with that pickup. Baijo in the corner. That three no good. Look at this, Monument Valley keeping it alive. And a great save from backcourt by Uzziel Flores. But eventually Winslow will take it away, get the turnover, and then the second foul of the game is called in this first quarter on El Brandon Baijo. That is bad news. Brandon heading. He's heading to the bench. He's making his case to coach, saying, hey, listen, man, that was clean. I got hands on the ball. I didn't commit a foul, but unfortunately, the foul is going to stand, and it's a second, so he steps out of the game. We'll see if the Mustangs, with an 11-point lead, can now stand to play for a while without El Brandon Baijo. He got a slow start offensively before getting something going here just a moment ago, and there's a turnover. Ball back the other direction. The Mustangs with a basketball. Inbound to Shepard. That was Roberto Flores throwing it in. Now, Yoni Gray is the guy that replaced El Brandon in the lineup just a moment ago. So he is out there on the floor. Also in the game is Lyle Blackgoat. And he'll turn it over on the far sideline. Well, this is an opportunity for Winslow. I'm not saying that El Brandon is not without some quality teammates out there, but anytime you can get him off the floor on the bench, anytime is as good a time as you're going to get trying to make a comeback. Here's a pass on the far sideline that the Bulldogs throw away. We've been stuck on 16-5 Monument Valley in front. Stuck there for a while. And the Mustangs, after a mutual drought, will have the ball. They're at the top. Flores up there, gives it off to Andrew Shepard. On the drive, the adjustment. Fake the pass, missed. Got it back. Back outside, pull up at the free throw line. Contact on the shot by Roberto Flores. Personal foul whistled out there on the mystery man.
Monument Valley, number 10, Roberto Flores.
I do have the name of that young man wearing number 45. Carlton Timms is his name for Winslow. He picked up his first foul. The guy at the line made the foul shot. Roberto Flores for Monument Valley. They lead now 17-5. Make it 18-5 now as that one rolls in. For Flores, great first quarter for the Mustangs. Taking the Winslow fans completely out of this first quarter. They have not had much to get excited, to cheer about at all. 2 field goals made by the Bulldogs. 45 seconds remaining in the quarter. Timms on the drive, lost the handle for a minute. Shepard batted it right back to him, and then Timms knocked it out of bounds, and you got a real good up-close look at him right there on video. 42 seconds now remaining in the first quarter. Northland basketball is presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. You could not ask for a better partner than Choice. Here's the inbound. Ball out on top for Winslow. They'll launch a long three. Might have been tipped by Andrew Shepard's defense. So that shot is no good, no bueno. Miss out there by Mauricio Thomas. No, sorry, that wasn't Mauricio. Blaine Begay has checked into the game for the Dogs. 21 seconds remaining. Long three-point basket just off the mark for Flores. On the rebound, that is going to be a Winslow foul. Boy, the Bulldogs just can't seem to catch any breaks out there. Landell Baker committing a foul. That gives Monument Valley a chance to run an inbound play. They work it in, and a soft little fadeaway jump shot. No good from the left baseline. Would not go in for the man. That's Jaden Redhouse out there in the game. And Winslow turnover. Back the other way. At the buzzer, shot on the way from Flores. No good out there, but you can't argue with the results of that first quarter if you're a Monument Valley Mustang fan. How about this? 18-5. They lead Winslow as we head on to the second quarter, but Winslow is never far behind, okay? Especially playing at home, so don't take a 13-point lead too seriously just yet. Second quarter on the way. It's Northland basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
Get connected at home and on the go with Choice NTUA Wireless and Choice Broadband, the best tribal lifeline phone and internet services on the Navajo Nation. On the go, get unlimited data, calling, texting, and picture messaging from the Choice NTUA Wireless Network every month included in your lifeline benefit. You can't beat unlimited wireless service. At home, get our fastest speeds for only $49.99 per month for the first 6 months. You can work, stream, surf, and play with the full power of our broadband network for our lowest price yet. No one covers the Navajo Nation better than we do. Visit one of our Choice NTUA wireless locations in Chinle, Dilcon, Fort Defiance, Kayenta, Shiprock, or Tuba City to see if you qualify today. Choice NTUA Wireless, Navajo-owned, Navajo-proud, and an enthusiastic supporter of our youth sports on the Navajo Nation.
Second quarter begins with a Monument Valley inbound pass. Welcome back to Winslow High School. And Monument Valley commits a moving violation out there. Trying to set a screen. Personal foul called on Jaden Redhouse. First of the game on Jaden. Third foul in the first half on Monument Valley. The Bulldogs have 5 team fouls and a steal. This Mustangs team active out there. Celia Shepard with the steal. He starts the second quarter along with Roberto Flores. Also out there and with the ball right now is, I mentioned Shepard. Lyle Blackgoat starts the second quarter. Naone Gray has it right now. He is out there on the floor for the Mustangs. And we'll check who is that one remaining and fifth second quarter starter, Jaden Redhouse. Turnover back the other direction. 7:17 on the clock, second quarter. Northland basketball is brought to you by Choice NTUA Wireless. And a ball tipped right in my general direction. This trust me. This equipment's worth more than my whole life, okay? All right, I'm not worth much, but the equipment's worth a lot. Here's the inbound. Winslow has it. I had to jump up and save the, try to position myself in case I needed to save the equipment from Roberto Flores or the basketball coming over in my direction. We're back to the action. 6:55 on the clock, second quarter. Look at that nice attempt coming in with the circus basket attempt. It was no good out there for Lydell Baker, but it looked good going up anyway. He's certainly got some great athleticism. And it's knocked out of bounds off of Monument Valley, who sets up in a 2-3 zone defense. Here's the inbound for Winslow. And they'll get it over into the hands of Blaine Begay for a three-pointer. The Bulldogs needed that shot. It's just their third field goal of the first half. Two of those are three-point makes, by the way, and it's 18-8, Monument Valley. Out there on top, dribbling around, Naone Gray. And he'll give it up. The cutter. How did that pass find the man? What a pass from Roberto Flores. Lyle Blackcoat takes it in the traffic, and he reverses it in for Monument Valley. 20-8, our score. The Mustangs in front. I have no idea how he snuck that pass in there. But Flores threw a beauty. Here is the shot. Attempt up and no good out there from downtown. Mauricio Thomas misses, and it bounces back into the hands of Lydell Baker, and he'll get fouled on the way up for the shot. Two shots on the way for Lydell. And we'll see the guy that gets called for it. Roberto Flores
For the Bulldogs.
of Monument Valley. 14 fouls on the Mustangs. 5:57 remaining in the first half. 20-8. The score, and Baker at the line misses that shot for the Bulldogs. Shot goes up. Shot is good on the second free throw try by Baker. Our score 20-9. The Mustangs will bring it in. And content to slowly work some half-court offense. Flores to the baseline, back to Flores on the cut, and he'll send it back outside. Coy Phillips has come into the game for Monument Valley. Right now, the ball out on top in the hands of Roberto Flores, and then after a pass over to Jaden Redhouse, contact by Blaine Begay, and Blaine has his first Winslow foul of the day. Ball in the corner for Monument Valley. Well, you know, I got to tell you, I like the patience of the Mustangs on offense. I like what they're doing for sure. And they have not had to bring El Brandon Bijo back into the game yet, after he picked up two first quarter fouls. We're at the 4:49 mark of the second quarter, and Monument Valley decides ultimately that they need a timeout. So they'll take one. They've got the ball and the lead by 11. Northland basketball, presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. Stand by, everybody.
The team at Beeman Well Drilling is like a great football team. They work hard, they work as a team, and they play to win. Their reputation is second to none, and they proudly call the White Mountains their home, even though they complete projects throughout the entire southwestern United States and beyond. No project is too big or too small for Beeman Well Drilling, so when the time comes for you to punch a hole in the ground, remember the White Mountains' top well drilling team, Beeman Well Drilling. Call anytime, 928-205-7647. Go deep with Beeman Well Drilling.
Monument Valley inbounds the ball after the timeout. And once again, patiently working the ball around out on the perimeter. This Mustangs boys basketball team checked into the game with a 5-2 overall record. Now here's a whistle. And the foul is called on the Bulldogs. Lythell Baker, his second foul in the game. That's the 7th team foul. So that'll put Andrew Shepard at the free throw line for a 1-and-1 from Monument Valley. And the first shot is good for Shepard. And he makes them both. So how about 22-9? Monument Valley out in front. With 4:15 remaining here in regulation. We will see Monument Valley again on Tuesday, by the way, folks. They will be at Window Rock on Tuesday. Our final Northland basketball broadcast before Christmas. It will be a radio-only broadcast on Tuesday. Radio-only broadcast. Keep it in mind. Here's a jump shot from the left baseline. It's up and it's good. Beautiful touch by Celia Shepard. Celia has, I assume I'm pronouncing that correctly for him. Mr. Shepard, how about I call him that? He knocks that one down. Some relation to Andrew Shepard, right? Must be. Here's a three from the corner for the Bulldogs. That will not go in. It is Timms with the attempt out there. And off the rebound, Winslow commits yet another foul. They have committed twice the number. They have 8 team fouls. And that one goes against Isaac David, his second in the game. Monument Valley has 4 fouls.
The line for Monument Valley, number 1, Yasiel Flores.
Just got word that there's a jersey change out there. So those of you who are watching and saw that Blaine Begay was wearing number 30. Well, Blaine is now wearing number 40 for Winslow. He's wearing number 40. I see him out there on the floor right now. He got blood on his jersey. That's no bueno. So he had to change to 40. So just keep it in mind. 26-9, that's our score. Monument Valley comfortably in front. You just saw 2 free throws good for Yasiel Flores. Blaine Begay with the basketball for the Bulldogs. To Casey Monroe, and now they'll run the curl inside and find Mauricio Thomas, who got schmacked for a 2-shot foul. Yasiel Flores, his first foul in the game for Monument Valley. There's the contact you see on that drive. Bulldogs, boy, when was the last time they went this deep into a game and not get in double figures? It finally comes a full, what's that, 12 minutes and 37 seconds it took the Bulldogs to get to double figures. Both those shots good for Mauricio Thomas of the Bulldogs. Inbound, it comes into Flores, Yasiel Flores. Bulldogs are going to try to amp up the defense a little bit, more intensity. Oh, nice ball handling by Flores. Great job. Gets it across. Andrew Shepard drives in the paint, adjusts, shot goes in. Andrew. Wow, what a good looking effort by Andrew Shepard. And from the corner, this three-pointer won't go in. Casey Monroe missing that shot, and it skips out for Winslow. For the Bulldogs, they've made 3 field goals. A total of 3 field goals this entire first half. That is it. 3 field goals, 3 free throws. That is uncommon for the Bulldogs. Roberto Flores. Body checked out there on the far sideline. Personal foul called on Isaac David, his 3rd of the game. Isaac has committed as many fouls individually as Winslow has made field goals in the game. That's a rarity. Flores at the line. That's the other thing, by the way. Monument Valley has been getting to the foul line. Second one missed, but 10 foul shots made by the Mustangs, and they're going to take away the rebound. Good job by Andrew Shepard. Boy, just great hands. He is a terrific, terrific player. And the basketball sensibility of really most of these Monument Valley Mustang players. It's so impressive. It's a great team right here. They're going to give it up on a foul. That foul is going to give Winslow the ball with 2:26 remaining in the first half. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report on the way. Bulldogs try a three. Well, there's just a lid on the bucket out there. Mauricio Thomas unable to connect on that long distance call. They would not accept the charges at the end of it. 29-11. Mustangs working inside. Little jump shot, no good in there for Flores. Tipped out. I think Monroe got a hand on it to knock it away from Winslow, so that'll set up an inbound for the Mustangs. Andrew Shepard looking around. They'll get it in. Uzziah Flores reverses after taking it outside. Went back inside. Missed it. Rebound. Mustangs. And a foul. Thomas with his second foul of the game for the Bulldogs.
Shooting 2, number 54, Kian Mann.
This is Kian Mann at the line. And he makes good on the first one. (30-11). And second foul shot, no good. Scramble for the rebound. And Begay knocks it out for Winslow. Just lost it. I don't know, got tripped up or something right down there. I didn't actually see it. Heard him hit the ground. I looked up and the ball was going out of bounds. Approaching halftime, the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report on the way. Uzziah Flores out on top. Begay trying to stay with him. Kick to the angle left side for a three-point try. That one is no good for Cash Blackrock. What a great name, Cash Blackrock. Other side of the floor, much needed. Isaac David jump shot. The little baseline jumper goes in for David. The Bulldogs get that shot. Oh, drive, dish. Andrew Shepard with the assist. Uzziah Flores with a bucket. All set up by that beautiful penetration and pass by Shepard. Here's a Monument Valley foul. Kian Mann gets called for a second foul of the game. You can see that replay again. Shepard just drawing the defense, leaving his teammate wide open. Isaac David at the line. First one good for the Dogs. Down 18, now down 17. That one good. Timeout from the bench for these Bulldogs. We will grab a word in from our presenting sponsors of the Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game. That's White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Second quarter action. Stand by.
Imagine this, a professional healthcare partner that's concerned about you, your choices, your health, your safety. At White Mountain Regional Medical Center in Springerville, choice and elevating your healthcare experience is the mission of our new CEO, experienced physicians, and friendly staff. Whether you need a rapid COVID-19 test, a vaccination, or you're looking to utilize the newest MRI, CT scan, or nuclear medicine technology, White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
Monument Valley leads Winslow 17-point advantage. The score here is 32-15. And big lead. And we welcome you back in to Winslow High School. Tough place to get a win if you're a visitor. Monument Valley doing, well, a good job of just that. At least here in this first half, doing a great job. They have played the entire second quarter the Mustangs have without Brandon Bijo, because he got 2 fouls in the first quarter. Right toward the end of that period, they took him out. It's a couple of minutes on the clock when they did take him from the floor. You haven't seen him since, and his team has not skipped a beat. Inside reverse layup. After some trouble handling the ball, good job by Winslow getting hands in there, but Kean Mann wouldn't give up on it, and he was able to complete the transaction for Monument Valley. On the other end of the floor, travel called on Isaac David. Look at this look again. There's Andrew Shepard going to the ground and still getting an assist. As he's going to the ground, he completes the bounce pass and picks up the tick mark in the stat column, and now he'll get points on the other end of the floor. Wow. How about Andrew Shepard? We all want a guard like that on our roster, don't we? Andrew having a terrific first half. Shepard, by the way, 13 points so far in the game. 36-15, Monument Valley. The lead keeps growing. There's a 3 that won't go in for the Dogs. Tipped out, controlled by Monroe and Winslow. Livell Baker's 3-point try will not go in. Scramble, ball loose on the floor, and time runs out in the first half just like that. How about the Monument Valley lead? 36-15. Listen, I know Monument Valley's a great basketball team. Would we have guessed that, though? Would we have predicted that kind of first half, that kind of lead? 21 points? You've got to be kidding me. Wow, stand by, everybody. We'll grab a timeout here and then break it down on the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report here in just a few moments, everybody. Monument Valley 36, Winslow 15. The Mustangs, they are for real. And we'll be back to Winslow High School in just a moment. Northland basketball is presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. Monument Valley 36, Winslow 15. Halftime is next.
Get connected at home and on the go with Choice NTUA Wireless and Choice Broadband, the best tribal lifeline phone and internet services on the Navajo Nation. On the go, get unlimited data, calling, texting, and picture messaging from the Choice NTUA Wireless Network every month included in your lifeline benefit. You can't beat unlimited wireless service. At home, get our fastest speeds for only $49.99 per month for the first 6 months. You can work, stream, surf, and play with the full power of our broadband network for our lowest price yet. No one covers the Navajo Nation better than we do. Visit one of our Choice NTUA wireless locations in Chinle, Dilcon, Fort Defiance, Kayenta, Shiprock, or Tuba City to see if you qualify today. Choice NTUA Wireless, Navajo-owned, Navajo-proud, and an enthusiastic supporter of our youth sports on the Navajo Nation.
Insurance is a must, but that doesn't mean you must go broke just paying for it. Contact Joe Bjorn State Farm Insurance for a game plan on saving more of your money. Joe and his team offer home, life, auto insurance, and more. With Joe as your insurance quarterback, you'll score big each and every time. And with State Farm cheering you on, how can you lose? Joe Bjorn State Farm Insurance, providing blanket coverage of the entire White Mountains. Call Joe at 928-536-7101. That's 928-536-7101.
Summit Healthcare is offering booster doses of the Moderna and Johnson & Johnson vaccines, as well as initial doses for the unvaccinated. The vaccine and boosters are available at Summit's drive-thru clinic at 4951 South White Mountain Road, Building A in Show Low. Be sure to follow the red signage to find the clinic location. There is no appointment necessary, but do remember to bring your vaccination card. Protect those you love, get vaccinated, and take advantage of Summit Healthcare's drive-thru clinic with no appointment necessary.
The year was 2011. Tim Tebow was still playing quarterback in high school, but he was about to become a legend. With his team behind 17-0, he was tackled and broke his leg. Despite the excruciating pain, he told his coach, "Don't take me out of the game, I want to play." Tim led his team back and scored the game-winning touchdown on a 20-yard run. The start of the Tim Tebow legend. This is Sports Zone Radio's Byron Brown with a message from Beeler Orthodontics in Sholo. A message to every young White Mountains athlete to never give up. Beeler Orthodontics. Live life with a smile.
The team at Beam and Will Drilling is like a great football team. They work hard, they work as a team, and they play to win. Their reputation is second to none, and they proudly call the White Mountains their home, even though they complete projects throughout the entire southwestern United States and beyond. No project is too big or too small for Beeman Well Drilling, so when the time comes for you to punch a hole in the ground, remember the White Mountains' top well drilling team, Beeman Well Drilling. Call anytime, 928-205-7647. Go deep with Beeman Well Drilling.
This month we are giving away turkeys. And backed by popular demand, we are doing it again. We are giving away 2 more tickets to the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas and 2 more tickets to see Brooks and Dunn and Reba live in concert. When you use Mountain Mobile Auto Glass to replace your insured windshield, your name goes in the hat and your name could be drawn as the winner of 2 premium lower level seats to see the championship night of the National Finals Rodeo. Plus 2 tickets that same weekend to see Brooks and Dunn and Reba live in concert on their last tour. And this month, everyone gets a Thanksgiving turkey. Keep it yourself or we will donate it in your name to your favorite White Mountain Food Bank. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass today.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. Cash back to you. Woohoo!
Welcome to the Mountain Mobile Halftime. A complete first half breakdown of tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast. This is the Mountain Mobile Halftime.
Halftime of the boys game here at Winslow High School in this Northland basketball broadcast. It's presented by Choice NTUA Wireless, and we return to Winslow for the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report as you take a look at many of the replays. We'll run those for you now and get a good idea what the action looked like in that first half. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Floyd Simmons here on the play-by-play for Sports Zone Radio. And it's been a dominating first half performance by the Monument Valley Mustang boys over Winslow. When you come into this place and do what Monument Valley has done here on this night so far, impressive stuff out there. 36-15, the halftime score. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Well, the Mustangs are led by Andrew Shepard. Andrew out there, 13 first half points, a number of assists. Mr. Do Everything out there is leading that attack and doing a great job. Yziel Flores has 7 first half points for the Mustangs. They have really spread the wealth around. A number of guys have scored so far. Roberto Flores, 5 points in the game. Celia Shepard, 4 points. Kean Mann has 3 points. 2 points for Lyle Blackgoat. And 2 points for Albrandon Bijo. And I was kind of hoping and looking forward to seeing, a lot of fireworks for Albrandon. And trust me, obviously he's capable of that. But he got into foul trouble in the first quarter. He didn't play even a second of the second quarter. He came out with about 2 minutes left in the first period. I would imagine he's going to start the second half, and we would see a lot of him in that second half. The Winslow side, the offense has sputtered the entire time. They have 4 total field goals, 2 threes and 2 twos. And in the second quarter, they were able to make 5 free throws. That's their 15-point total in that half. They need a lot more offense in the second half. Casey Monroe leads the way with 5 points. Isaac David has 4 points. Blaine Begay with 3 points. Mauricio Thomas has 2 points. And Lydell Baker has 1 point. So they have a guy with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 points in the first half, and that's their total. I've never seen that before. Don't think I'll ever see that again in the universe. All the planets lining up in the wrong way for Winslow. Monument Valley leads Winslow 36-15. It's halftime at Winslow High School, and we'll grab a final timeout here in the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report. Second half on the way in a minute. Stand by for it, everybody. Northland basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
This month we are giving away turkeys. And backed by popular demand, we are doing it again. We We are giving away 2 more tickets to the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas and 2 more tickets to see Brooks and Dunn and Reba live in concert. When you use Mountain Mobile Auto Glass to replace your insured windshield, your name goes in the hat and your name could be drawn as the winner of 2 premium lower level seats to see the championship night of the National Finals Rodeo. Plus 2 tickets that same weekend to see Brooks and Dunn and Reba live in concert on their last tour. And this month, everyone gets a Thanksgiving turkey. Keep it yourself or we will donate it in your name to your favorite White Mountain Food Bank. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass today.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. Cash back to you. Woohoo!
Give me an S. Give me a U. Give me a Y. Give me a B. What's that stand for? Sell us your vehicle.
At Hatch Toyota Sholo, we want your late model, good condition vehicle. We're buying. Sell us your car. Stop by Hatch Toyota in the Northern Arizona Auto Mall for a free, no obligation quote. We're paying top dollar, often over Kelley Blue Book. The used car market is at its peak, and your current vehicle will never be worth more. Sometimes more than you paid for it. We'll buy from you even if you don't buy from us. Get a free Carfax report and no obligation quote. Get a quote, get a check. It's that easy.
Give me a G. Give me an A. Give me a Q. Give me a G. Give me an A. Give me a C. What's that stand for? Get a quote. Get a check.
Hatch Toyota in the Northern Arizona Auto Mall and hatchtoyota.com. Keeping the White Mountains rolling for 31 years.
Choice NTUA Wireless now has the best tribal lifeline phone service on the Navajo Nation. Unlimited data, calling, texting, and picture messaging from the Choice NTUA Wireless Network every month included with your benefit. You can't beat unlimited. No one covers the Navajo Nation better than we do. Visit one of our Choice NTUA Wireless locations in Chinle, Dilcon, Fort Defiance, Kayenta, Shiprock, or Tuba City to see if you qualify today. Choice NTUA Wireless, Navajo owned, Navajo proud.
Sports Zone Radio is pleased to announce that we are now live streaming our Friday Night Football Show Game of the Week every Friday night on our website, sportszone123.com. You're sure to love the high-quality, high-definition live video produced by the best team in the business, and we think that you'll especially appreciate our second-to-none instant replay system. This is Floyd Simmons inviting you to tune in the broadcast on radio at 98.5 KRFM. Listen in on the Sports Zone Radio mobile app and enjoy our live video stream every Friday, plus the replay all week long at sportszone123.com.
Time to begin the second half of play here on this broadcast of Northland Basketball, presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Floyd Simmons on the play-by-play call. And the second half does begin with Monument Valley in possession now. Winslow had it first, but the Mustangs got it back. Behind-the-back pass from El Brandon Bijo to Andrew Shepard on the cut. And defensively, Winslow is able to get a hand in there and knock it away. That's Mauricio Thomas with the defensive play for the Bulldogs. Second half does get underway. And it's 36-15 inbound. And Uzziah Flores knocks down a big three for the Mustangs. How about this lead? 39-15. And a pickup of a loose ball by El Brandon Bijo. Up ahead, Shepard for three. That won't go in for Andrew. And it's rebounded by the Bulldogs. Mauricio Thomas into front court. Let's check the five for the Bulldogs. There's Lythell Baker with a three-point try, no good. Mauricio Thomas with him out there in the second half, starting five as we watch El Brandon Bijo finish a transition bucket for the Mustangs. He's got 4 points in the game. Baker and Thomas also out there in the starting five for the Bulldogs. Casey Monroe. There is Blaine Begay with a lob inside, and then it's returned to Blaine. He couldn't reverse that one up in there. In fact, he hit the bottom of the backboard. Isaac David starts the second half for the Bulldogs as well. Monument Valley with 6:14 on the clock and the ball will drive. That's Roberto Flores. Starts the second half. Andrew Shepard, Al Brandon Bijo, Uzziah Flores, and finally it's Stephen Halls in the second half, starting five for Monument Valley. Well, how about that matter-of-fact three for Roberto Flores? I mean, he treated it just like that, right? It went up, yeah, the shot goes in, whatever. whatever, just doing Flores stuff out there. Here's Lydell Baker up off the glass for the Bulldogs. Able to get that shot to go. 44-17. Who would have written this script? I'm not saying the Bulldogs can't or won't make a comeback of some kind here in the second half, but I just don't know that whatever they do won't be at least equaled in effort by Monument Valley. This Mustangs team shows no indication at all that they're not going to continue to control things or at least play their brand of basketball, even if Winslow can put theirs together. Oh, look at this. Pass inside. Roberto Flores with the assist. Stephen Halls with his first bucket of the game, as he and a teammate were together on that side of the floor, and there was only one defender, and he chose to go the other way. Here's a shot up and in, and good for Blaine Begain. I think somebody's got blood. Roberto Flores is being told to leave the floor by the official. I think that was Blaine Begain, if I'm not mistaken, who put the basket in. Got the shot to go for Winslow. 46-19, Monument Valley. Well, look, the drama of this one, there's not a lot of drama, and I'm not sure we're going to get any drama. So, how about we start to give away some Phoenix Suns tickets? We'll watch Andrew Shepard on the drive. Shepard, who was the 3A North Football Player of the Year as a quarterback for Monument Valley. He'll get a steal. Boy, he is just too tough. Too tough! And the shot is good. Timeout. Monument Valley after the steal by Shepard and the basket. He's got 15 points in the game. My goodness. How would you like to have him running your offense in football? He was the 3A North Region Football Player of the Year. And the first Monument Valley quarterback in history to run and throw for 1,000 yards. I don't know how many yards he ended up passing for. I'll bet it was well north of 1,000. But the first guy to ever wear a Mustangs football jersey and run and throw for 1,000 each. Wow. He is the real deal. And as fun to watch as advertised. Senior guard. Remember when they had that sophomore lineup 2 years ago, Monument Valley? We were all looking forward to this day, but we were also looking forward to seeing those guys play last year. And obviously did not, thanks to COVID. A year lost for Brandon Bijo, a year lost for Andrew Shepard. That's just too bad. All right. Not a lot of drama in the game, not a lot of speculation here. This Monument Valley team, they're going to win the game. Let's just call it what it is. They're up by 29 right now. Winslow works it inside, and that's Isaac David for 2 points. So Monument Valley, if you tuned in just recently, you're watching and probably a little shocked and stunned at the difference out there on the floor. And the actual score is 48-21, Monument Valley. But here is some drama, and that is, who is going to win the Phoenix Suns tickets that we have? Who out there, who among you is going to win the Phoenix Suns tickets that we have to give away? We got two pair of tickets. How's that sound? 2 pair of tickets for tomorrow night's Suns-Charlotte matchup at the Footprint Center in Phoenix. Monument Valley takes a timeout on top, 48-21. All right, here's how we're going to do it. It's got a couple of great guards out there from Monument Valley. Andrew Shepard, Brandon Bijo, the Flores brothers, I assume, right? Roberto Flores, we watched as a guard a couple of years ago. That kid right there is probably going to be a great guard someday. Uzziah Flores, are these brothers? I think they must be. A great guard play out of this Monument Valley team. But going way, way back in the day, Monument Valley had 2 amazing guards play for them that ended up playing collegiate basketball, and they spent a little time playing for Northland Pioneer College when NPC had a team. And my question to you is, what were the names of those? And you don't have to give me first names. Last names will suffice. So if you will, send a text message to this number, 928-205-8140, and give us the name, the two last names, at least last names, of those two incredible guards that Monument Valley had way back in the 1980s, late 80s, that ended up playing for Northland Pioneer College, and then when I think both went on to play at four-year colleges as well. 928-205-8140 is the number to text to. And we've got two different pair. We'll select two winners. And you, if you want to comment, by the way, also on our Facebook or YouTube channels, pages, wherever you're watching, you can comment there, and we'll take those as well. And by the way, at the free throw line, Lyle Blackgoat just made both of those foul shots, 50-21. Here's our score. And we get a whistle.
Checking in from Monument Valley, number 50, Coy Phillips.
2-3. Okay. There we go. Had to get my my book straightened out. Nice move. Lydell Baker dips underneath the defender for the Bulldogs to roll that one up in for the Bulldogs. 50-23 our score. Into the lineup for Monument Valley is Naomi Gray. The Mustangs have taken up pretty much the frontline starters, showing that they've got some depth. Nice give and go! And the basket is good by Celia Shepard. Well done by the Mustangs. 2 minutes remaining in the third period. 29-point advantage. And a pass to Baker on the drive. Baker fouled. Naomi Gray, the guy that got him. That's the first foul in the game on Gray. So I got a, let's see, first text message in here. And we're getting some other text messages in. Okay. Yep. You guys know your stuff. Must be a bunch of Monument Valley fans out there paying attention. As Lydell able to make that foul shot. Looking for the names of the two guards that played for Northland Pioneer College way back in the day. Great guards. Two of the best shooters you ever laid eyes on. And a carry by Naomi. That'll turn the ball back over to Winslow. 52-25. Mustangs in front. And a minute 50 remaining in the third period of this one. So send your text messages, or you can comment on either our Facebook page where you're watching our live broadcast, or the Sports on Radio YouTube channel if you're watching that. Hey, how about a three that bounces around, takes a high bounce, and goes in for Lydell Baker. Lydell is having a terrific start to the second half for his team. He's the first guy in a Bulldog uniform to go into double figures today with 10 points now. That's a good effort on that drive. Jaden Redhouse couldn't roll it up there and in, though. The Bulldogs will run the other direction. And they have brought into the game they've got a couple of new faces out there. Three-pointer goes up. That one is no good. Monument Valley struggling. Well, listen, the bench play for both of these teams, and they both have brought in a few guys off the bench. They're playing spirited basketball out there, but it's nothing's really going in much at the moment. Into the game, just checked in a moment ago with that shot attempt, was Cody Fisher for the Bulldogs. he will take up a position on defense. Monument Valley will lob it to the baseline. Oh, nice job. Dribble along the baseline and the dish, and Celia Shepard, the benefit. Open for the shot. 30 seconds remain here in the period, everybody. As you send your text messages in, we're getting those. And that last guess was no good. I'll just say, half the guess was good. Brian Begay is not one of those names. Brian Begay, I assume you're referring to the coach who's over here working with the girls program at Monument Valley, the football coach at MV. Hey, nice job working it inside. Winslow gets one before the buzzer to end this third quarter. That shot is up and good for Isaac David. They worked it nicely. They need a lot more of that. I don't know that there's just nearly enough time remaining in this one. The fourth quarter is on the way next, everybody. We thank you for joining us here from our broadcast location at Winslow High School, and a big lead going into the fourth quarter for the Monument Valley boys team. 54-30 over Winslow. And that fourth quarter is next. Keep those texts coming, 928-205-8140. Phoenix Suns tickets for you. We'll choose winners a little later on tonight. Northland basketball, presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
With Choice Broadband, you can get an even better internet plan for your home. Our fastest speeds are only $49.99 per month for the first 6 months. You can work, stream, surf, and play with the full power of our broadband network for our lowest price yet. Visit one of our Choice NTUA Wireless locations near you to get started. Give us a call at 928-730-2273 or go online now to choice-wireless.com/broadband and order your home internet connection today. Choice NTUA Wireless. Navajo owned, Navajo proud.
When it comes to paint, whether you're looking for interior or exterior paint, Dunn Edwards provides quality solutions to make all your painting projects look professional. And the home of Dunn Edwards in the White Mountains is Ace Hardware in Show Low, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard. Thanks to Dunn Edwards, Ace has the best interior paint for your home or office, and their exterior paint will stand up to the wear and tear of our tough seasonal weather. When it's time to paint, it's time to visit Ace Hardware of the White Mountains for high-quality Dunn Edwards interior and exterior paint and primer.
Well, Monument Valley has brought in a couple of their starters back into the game to start this fourth quarter. I'm sure we're not going to see a whole lot of Andrew Shepard and L. Brandon Baijo or Roberto Flores, Uzziel Flores. I'm sure they won't be here for very long, but you've got to give them some time. You drove all this way, plus you got to keep those guys in game shape. Kean Mann is the other of the Mustangs starting this fourth quarter, and he makes that foul shot to make it 55-30. This one is off the mark, but good position by Andrew Shepard. He's got the Mustang rebound. They keep it alive. 25-point advantage for the Mustangs. 7:22 remaining in regulation. Ball fed down low to Andrew Shepard. Yeah, he cleared out with that front arm. I don't know if we got a replay on that, but yeah, that's clearly a foul, offensive foul on Andrew. And guess what? After playing this entire game, Andrew has committed just his first foul of the game. Thank you for those messages, text messages. Oh, that last guess was half right and half wrong. Not correct on the second name. So we get another whistle and a Winslow foul. No, Monument Valley foul. I believe that's the second foul of the game on Uzziel Flores. And Baker at the line. Lythel Baker makes that foul shot. He's got 11 points. And he pounds that dribble into the hardwood. Missed the second foul shot. Shepard the rebound. Somebody had guessed a moment ago and said, what was that? Said Brian Francis, that is not a correct answer we're looking for. Not a correct answer we're looking for. But then did they come back? Yep, came back and corrected. Got the correct one. So you're in for the drawing. It's a good job on that. Andrew Shepard on the drive. Shepard looking good. Shepard with 17 points in the game. I don't think there's any question there's another steal. Look at this, going around his back. And Andrew Shepard finishing marvelously for Monument Valley. Beautiful. Well, listen, that play right there, if nothing else today, for Andrew, who gets another rebound. We're just going to call it now at 6:13 remaining in the game. We got a lot of time left. Andrew Shepard is your Sports Zone Radio's Player of the Game, presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Look at him go around the back and up into the basket. He is next level good. Andrew Shepard. Roberto Flores dribbles in the paint. Outside Andrew. Go in. Yes! Love it! What a game for Andrew. 7 points in the fourth quarter. 22 points in the game. I'm just pulling for him to continue just being big as long as he's going to be out there. Coach's going to pull him sometime soon. You know he's not going to stay long. And I just want to see some big things happen for that guy. Love him. Have always loved him. And El Brandon with the rebound by Joe. Euro step. And I guess they're going to call that a travel. So give us your two guesses. Yeah, that last one. Not Brian Begay. You got it right. I don't know. Brian Begay's getting a lot of guesses. And Brian did not play for NPC, but he must have been a great guard in his day, right? When he played for Monument Valley. Who are the two great guards that Monument Valley had way back in the late 80s that ended up playing for Northland Pioneer College when they had a basketball program? Don't you wish NPC still had a program? Don't you wish that some of these players that we get out of here, out of the North, could have a place to continue to play afterward, and not have to go so far from home? I mean, I certainly wish that NPC still had a basketball program. It was great when they had it. They won an Arizona Community College Conference title one year, and they went to the national tournament in Kansas. Had a player who went on to play professionally in Europe. Nice move, dip and under the fake, and Naomi Gray with the finish right there. Had a few greats from Northeast Arizona that played for NPC, including that guard tandem from Monument Valley way back in the day. Looking for their names. If you give us the correct names of those two players, text that in or comment on our Facebook or YouTube pages while you're watching there. We will put you in for a drawing, and we'll give away 2 pair of tickets to the Phoenix Suns game tomorrow at home against Charlotte. We're going to get a personal foul on Coy Phillips of Monument Valley. First foul of the game on Coy. Pass goes underneath for the Dogs. And then a jump ball after a rebound by Isaac David. That's Monument Valley basketball. 64-31. Monument Valley leads with 3:29 remaining here in regulation. MV, Monument Valley going to pick up a victory in this, move their record to 6-2 on the campaign. And the Sports Zone Radio's Player of the Game, presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center, without question, Andrew Shepard. Hey, look at that nice little soft jump shot by Coy Phillips on the baseline. Big boy has a little touch out there. Monument Valley, another steal, but couldn't finish. Under 3 minutes remaining in regulation. 66-31. There's a pass into the paint, right into the Mustangs' hands. They'll go up the floor, and Lifel Baker rejects the transition attempt. Cash Blackrock couldn't make it because Lifel right there, you see a good look at him on the screen. He just said, no way, my man. Get it out of here. Get that stuff out of here. Inbound. Under 2.5 remaining in the game. We'll speak with Andrew Shepard in our post-game wrap-up. And we'll also speak with the head coach at Monument Valley, Randolph Gilmore, the new head coach of the Mustangs. He will join us as we wrap it up from Winslow High School in a bit. Here's a pass down to the baseline. The Mustangs throw it away. Up ahead, Mauricio Thomas, and he's going to give it up in traffic. And Isaac David gets fouled. And the man that got him was Naomi Gray. Second foul of the game on Naomi. But those those don't matter a whole lot. Hey, running clock right here with a 35-point Mustangs lead. This Mustangs team, terrific. I'm going to give out the number one more time to text your answers. We're looking for the names of those two great guards from Monument Valley from the late 1980 time frame that played at Northland Pioneer College and then went on from there and played at other places. But they played at NPC in the late 80s, early 90s time frame. Two great guards from Monument Valley, maybe the greatest guard combination MV has ever had. How about this guard combination these days? The combination of Andrew Shepard and El Brandon Baijo. Pretty special, isn't it? Pretty special. Maybe special things lie in wait for this Monument Valley team this year because of that great combination. Yeah? Hey, don't say it, Coach. Coach over here. You can't give away the answer to these to our listeners, Coach. He knows who it is. Coach Artie Griffith here at Winslow. He knows the names I'm looking for. 50 seconds remain on a Monument Valley miss from outside. And the ball's going to tip out and possession to the Mustangs. They'll throw it in. The bench has been emptied for Coach Gilmore. And the Mustangs are going to walk away from this one with a massive victory over a very good Winslow team at their place. Yikes. Oh, nice pass. And Cash Blackrock on the receiving end. He's able to make the shot. So you can text or you can comment on our Facebook page or YouTube. And we will draw two different winners to receive a pair of tickets each to tomorrow's Phoenix Suns game against Charlotte. And we'll make that announcement later on, probably within an hour and a half of the conclusion of our game. And this will be handled by email. Okay? So we'll let you know. You're going to have to give us your email and your name, and then we'll transmit those tickets. If you yourself can't go, you'll be able to forward them on via email to somebody else. Just letting you know that, okay? So who were those two? Yeah, getting a lot of correct answers. A lot of correct answers on our question. Inbound. Blaine Begay hucks a three up there, and that's no good. 9 seconds remain. Monument Valley, they bring it up, and they've got it. They're going to let the clock run out. 3 seconds left. This one will end, and it'll be a final of 68-33. How about this win today from Monument Valley? Wow, impressive. And their head coach is Randolph Gilmore. And he's got to be extremely proud of his fellas in this one. We're going to speak to Coach Gilmore and our Sports Zone Radio player of the game coming up in just a moment, everybody. Stand by, give us a moment to get ready for that. And we'll hear what Coach has to say and what Andrew Shepard, the Sports Zone Radio's player of the game, will say about this one as well. Return with us, will you, in just a moment to Winslow High School for our post-game wrap-up Northland basketball, presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
With Choice Broadband, you can get an even better internet plan for your home. Our fastest speeds are only $49.99 per month for the first 6 months. You can work, stream, surf, and play with the full power of our broadband network for our lowest price yet. Visit one of our Choice NTUA wireless locations near you to get started. Give us a call at 928-730-2273 or go online now to choice-wireless.com/broadband and order your home internet connection today. Choice NTUA Wireless, Navajo owned, Navajo proud.
The team at Beeman Well Drilling is like a great football team. They work hard, they work as a team, and they play to win. Their reputation is second to none, and they proudly call the White Mountains their home, even though they complete projects throughout the entire southwestern United States and beyond. No project is too big or too small for Beeman Well Drilling, so when the time comes for you to punch a hole in the ground, remember the White Mountains' top well drilling team, Beeman Well Drilling. Call anytime, 928-205-7647. Go deep with Beeman Well Drilling.
The year was 2011. Tim Tebow was still playing quarterback in high school, but he was about to become a legend. With his team behind 17-0, he was tackled and broke his leg. Despite the excruciating pain, he told his coach, "Don't take me out of the game, I want to play." Tim led his team back and scored the game-winning touchdown on a 20-yard run. The start of the Tim Tebow legend. This is Sports Zone Radio's Byron Brown with a message from Beeler Orthodontics in Sholo. A message to every young White Mountains athlete to never give up. Beeler Orthodontics. Live life with a smile.
Insurance is a must, but that doesn't mean you must go broke just paying for it. Contact Joe Bjorn State Farm Insurance for a game plan on saving more of your money. Joe and his team offer home, life, auto insurance, and more. With Joe as your insurance quarterback, you'll score big each and every time. And with State Farm cheering you on, how can you lose? Joe Bjorn State Farm Insurance, providing blanket coverage of the entire White Mountains. Call Joe at 928-536-7101. That's 928-536-7101.
When it comes to paint, whether you're looking for interior or exterior paint, Dunn Edwards provides quality solutions to make all your painting projects look professional. And the home of Dunn Edwards in the White Mountains is Ace Hardware in Sholo, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard. Thanks to Dunn Edwards, Ace has the best interior paint for your home or office, and their exterior paint will stand up to the wear and tear of our tough seasonal weather. When it's time to paint, it's time to visit Ace Hardware of the White Mountains for high-quality Dunn Edwards interior and exterior paint and primer.
Imagine this, a professional healthcare partner that's concerned about you, your choices, your health, your safety. At White Mountain Regional Medical Center in Springerville, choice and elevating your healthcare experience is the mission of our new CEO, experienced physicians, and friendly staff. Whether you need a rapid COVID-19 test, a vaccination, or you're looking to utilize the newest MRI, CT scan, or nuclear medicine technology, White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
Time now for the Northland Basketball Wrap-Up Show. A look back at tonight's broadcast of Northland Basketball. Presented by Sports Zone Radio.
Well, basketball fans, we know that some of you remain with us as we get our post-game wrap-up underway. So thank you. Thank you for sticking it out and being with us. And I'll give that number out one more time if you want to guess. If you haven't yet and you think you can use tickets to tomorrow's Phoenix Suns game against Charlotte, we'll give you the tickets. We've got 2 pair to give away. We'll give away 2 pair of tickets for tomorrow's game. 2 different winners will get 2 tickets each. The number to text to is 928-205-8140. Text us your answer to the following question. What are the names of the 2 guards that played for Monument Valley in the late 80s time frame that ended up playing at Northland Pioneer College? And they were arguably the best guard duo that Monument Valley ever had, and you could make an argument that they were the best guard duo that ever came out of the North, as good as they were. Certainly, they would be among the very best as a tandem. So what were the names of those 2 players? You can just give last names if you want, and we're waiting, and stand by for your answer. Text it to us or comment on our Facebook or YouTube channels, and we'll draw amongst all of you. We'll draw the names of 2 winners that will receive 2 tickets each coming up in just a little bit to the Phoenix Suns. All right, Floyd Simmons here on our post-game wrap-up of Northland Basketball at Sports Zone Radio. It's presented by Choice NTUA Wireless, and in a moment we'll speak with our Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game, and that is brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Our player of the game in this one, Andrew Shepard from Monument Valley. And really, it was not that close. Not that close. I mean, Andrew scored 22 points in this one. His game is just extraordinary. It's going to be hard to find anybody at Andrew's level. There's a guy on his team that might be right there, right? Al Brandon Bijo. Between the 2 of those guys, who's the better player? That would be a tough one to answer. Tonight, of course, Andrew had the big game. Al Brandon got in foul trouble in the first quarter and had to sit out the entire second period, and just never seemed to really find his rhythm in that second half after that. Played well enough, of course, but tonight was Andrew Shepard tonight. He did it all for Monument Valley, led them to victory. They win 68-33 tonight here at Winslow. Uzziah Flores was the only other Mustang in double figures. He had 10 points in the game. Roberto Flores had 8 points. Celia Shepard off the bench had 8 points tonight for the Mustangs. 4 points in this one for Lyle Blackgoat. 4 points for Al Brandon Baijo. And then a whole bunch of guys scored 2 points apiece. Well, 4 points for Kean Mann, mention him. Coy Phillips had 2 points. Stephen Halls had 2 points. And Cash Blackrock had 2 points as well. Naomi Gray with 2 points in this one. Just about everybody on the roster almost got into the scoring column for the Mustangs. On the Winslow side, that was a little more of a drought. He had 5 individuals get in the point totals tonight. Lythell Baker led the way with especially a great second half. 11 points in the game for Lythell. Isaac David had 10 points. Casey Monroe with 5. Blaine Begay had 5 points. And Mauricio Thomas with 2 points today to round out the scoring for. See you later, Coach. See you later, Coach. Hey, thanks for the help. That stuff you sent. Thank you, Coach Begay, Brian Begay. Gave us a little help in the last couple of days here at Sports Zone Radio. Thank you to Coach Begay and Coach Franklin, part of the girls program at Monument Valley, coaching those teams. But back on Winslow, they just didn't have enough in the tank. And Monument Valley made them pay tonight. 68-33 was the final. Still waiting for Coach Gilmore to make his way to us and our Sports Zone Radio player of the game as well. The win tonight for Monument Valley will make them 6-2 on the season. So I'm sure they are happy with the early returns so far. Checking for you what both teams are looking like early on here in this one. Well, Monument Valley, where was I getting that 5-2 record? Maybe that includes tournament games. Official record for Monument Valley, if you look at the AIA, is 4-0. 4-0 now 5-0 after today's victory. And look, if you again look at the records, the teams north of I-40 playing in the 3A North. I mean, Chinle is 3-1. Tuba City is 3-1. Window Rock's 4-2, and now Monument Valley's 5-0. Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. Page is 1-1 right now, and Alchese is 0-6 on the season in totality. Team you just the other team on the other side, Winslow. Winslow drops now to 2-4. 2-4 overall on the season for the Bulldogs. Well, we've got our player of the game standing by with us. Let's see if you can hear me. Let's get that microphone. You can bend it right there, Andrew, and you can put it right in there. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
All right. Very good. We'll get rolling in our postgame wrap up here. Welcome in, everybody, to Winslow High School. Where tonight? Monument Valley made the long trip, came in, and the Monument Valley Boys Basketball Club, well, they came away with a very successful victory. Final score 66-33 as the Mustangs make it 68-33. The Mustangs take down the Winslow Bulldogs and do it on a tough place for any road team to get a win. They did it right here in Winslow. And it was really right from the beginning. This Mustangs team came out with an onslaught in the first quarter. They added in that second, and they just never looked back from that point on. It was never a close game. Monument Valley in control all the way, and it was done in large part because of our Sports Zone Radio player of the game, presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Andrew Shepard joins us. Andrew, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
How you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing good. Just tired now.
Tired? Tired from the long drive or tired from the game?
Oh, both.
A little combination, yeah. Well, Andrew, look, it's our great disappointment at Sports Zone Radio that we didn't get to see you and your brothers on this team play last year.
Yeah.
And to miss that whole season. But like so many of the kids we've seen now, especially from the north that didn't get to play, now coming back, it just seems like these kids up north have some special extra thing they're playing for, having missed that. And with you, a guy like you, in your senior year, your last chance to play.
Yeah.
Is there a little more you're playing for this time around?
Yeah. Like, our goal is just to, make it a state and from there, just keep rolling and try to win a ring.
You got a pretty solid team.
Yeah.
Pretty good team around you. And it's a team that looks like you guys, in spite of sitting out last year, you must have still played a lot together, got a chance to work together because there's chemistry. Yeah. There's a sense of where everybody is on the floor. But tell us about the team and how prepared you think you are.
Well, we've known each other for like quite a while, like the starting five and all. And basically we know each other's games, so that's probably how our chemistry is like there. And yeah, like,
okay, I got you. Listen, you're coming into the game. Your non-tournament record, your official record on the season was 4-0. Now 5-0. So essentially undefeated. Yeah. Don't count those tournament games. That don't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we the basketball fans supposed to read into that? How good do you think your team is?
I think we're good. Yeah, like. Wouldn't say like up there yet. We still need some more improvements, but we're good.
How about tonight's game then? Let's talk about specifically what occurred out there, what went on, and what were the keys? What did you guys do in your mind so well that you controlled this game the way you did?
Probably say defense and just controlling the pace of the game, and we had like more time with the ball, like. How would you say it? Time of possession? Yeah.
Control the ball, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, take care of the ball.
Yeah, basically we controlled the game, like the whole game, after like going up a few points. Yeah.
Listen, I thought that this was one of the keys as well for you. Al Brandon gets in foul trouble in the first quarter, picks up his second foul, a couple of minutes left in the quarter, had to leave the floor, never saw it again, never played again until the second half.
Yeah.
And even with his absence, you still kept building a lead against Winslow. Yeah. I guess it says you've got depth on this team and you've got a lot of guys that can contribute, right?
Yeah, we got some talent on the team. Like when the bench comes on, they do their part, and it's just our coach. We listen to him and just do what he tells us to do, and
Well, I got to say this: in my many years of covering Northland basketball, this might be the best Monument Valley team I've seen, and I like the fact that not only do you guys have talent, but it's a disciplined basketball team out there on the floor that is on a mission for sure. So, looking good.
Yeah.
And congratulations to you on the win. Okay.
Yep. Thank you.
All right. That young man right there had a terrific game, Andrew Shepard. And by the way, sports fans, he was the 3A North Region Football Player of the Year, first guy in Monument Valley football history to pass for and rush for 1,000 yards in the same season. That's a special athlete right there. And you saw it on display in the game tonight as he is the Sports Zone Radio's Play of the Game. It's presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center, and Monument Valley has defeated Winslow in this boys game 68-33. Our broadcast presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. All right, we continue in our post-game wrap-up here. Let's bring on the head coach, Randolph Gilmore. How you doing, Coach?
Pretty good.
All right. Thanks for spending some time. I know you guys want to get on the road, so we'll get this one. Let's move that microphone just a hair down, just a hair. Yep, right there. Perfect. Okay. Hey everybody, welcome back to Winslow High School. We're speaking with head coach Randolph Gilmore of the Monument Valley Mustangs. The boys team had a big night tonight as they took down Winslow at the home of the Bulldogs. Tough place always to beat the Bulldogs, but Monument Valley, to be honest with you, made it look easy in this one. They got a big early lead, and they protected that throughout, kept growing that thing, as a matter of fact, as the game went on. But we welcome you in. Northland basketball is presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. I'm Floyd Simmons, and that handsome man behind the mask right there is Randolph Gilmore, the head coach of Monument Valley. Coach Gilmore, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Well, your team has had a great year. I mean, you came in your official record, non-tournament record, 4-0 coming into this game, so undefeated. Now 5-0. Coach, yeah, you've had success, but were you expecting this kind of margin of victory for your team today?
I wasn't sure because we haven't seen Winslow play. We just look at who they've played, and they had a close game with Page. So we don't try to take anybody. Like, we don't try to take anybody for granted, I guess. Like, we still think they could possibly be good. So we don't think like we're better than anybody else. We still think we got to work hard, continue to work hard. Even at practice, that's what we tell them.
Yeah, I guess I would say to that sounds like a discipline. That sounds like a mental discipline. And one of the things that I notice about this team you've got out there on the floor, they're disciplined, and they've got a lot of good cohesiveness happening. Is that a fair assessment of your team?
Some of them have played together since middle school, and they're coming up together, and I think that helps a lot too. And and they know me as the assistant coach 2 years ago. They know the assistant as he was their middle school coach too. So he's kind of come up with them to high school, and they know me too. And
so there's a trust factor there, right? Yeah. Coach Gilmore, this game, specifically to the game where you get the early lead and just really never look back. We've seen a lot of starts like your team had today when you were up by 11 and 12 in the first quarter. We've seen that a lot. And then you see the big comeback, and sometimes the other team prevails. What did you do to protect that lead? What was it about the success your team had today that allowed you to protect and keep that lead?
Well, we've lost in a tournament. We lost 2 games in a tournament where we knew we should have won those games. And we've also talked to them about mental toughness, continuing to stay confident and stay positive. So we try to tell them that a lot at practice and before games and timeouts, all of that. So they're coming along. They're starting to stay positive for each other and encouraging each other and being more confident. Yeah. Even though if they're not doing good, we still tell them to stay positive. Because like in any sport, we tell them like you should have a short memory. If you do something bad, you should continue and learn from it and keep going.
I love that advice. I tell my son that all the time and always hope that he will take that to heart.
Yeah.
We're talking with Coach Randolph Gilmore, the head coach of Monument Valley. Their big 68-33 win over the Winslow Bulldogs tonight. And our Sports Zone radio player of the game was Andrew Shepard. And I mean, he had a special night, 22 points. He did so many other things for you, not just the scoring. I mean, his defense is rebounding. He rebounded a lot for you today. Between Andrew and Al Brandon and the rest of the Flores boys and everybody else, you've got the nucleus of a pretty great team. How about individually breaking down a couple of the kids and the games that they give you?
Brandon, he's a good player. He can do a lot of stuff. We try to tell everybody to post up, so we're working on that, and we'll see how it goes in the future. But yeah, Berto's like he's a really coachable player, and you tell him to do something, he'll do it. And he's one of the ones that encouraged all the players a lot too. With Andrew can do like everything, and we're still trying to still trying to teach him some more stuff too, because he's a good player. And UZL, he's only a sophomore, but he could be pretty good too in the future. So we're still trying to teach him some stuff. And pretty much everybody.
You got some good pieces to work with on that team, Coach.
Yeah.
And a great outcome for you tonight. Congratulations. I know it's a long drive. We're gonna let you head out on the road, and thanks for spending a moment with us. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, Coach Randolph Gilmore, the victorious head coach of the Monument Valley Mustangs. Coach, thank you. I appreciate good meeting you. We've crossed paths in the past with your team, but good luck to you, okay? What a great finish. 68-33. Wow. Who would have scripted that one tonight? Monument Valley over Winslow in this boys matchup at Don Petronovich Gymnasium. Don't forget our next broadcast on Tuesday night. We will do radio only at Window Rock High School. Window Rock, we'll get to see Monument Valley again. It'll be Window Rock and Monument Valley on Tuesday, and we'll be there at the home of the Fighting Scouts for the entire crew. Floyd Simmons, thanking you for joining us, everybody. Thanks to Coach Gilmore and Andrew Shepard for their appearances with us as well this evening at Winslow. And the final, Monument Valley 68, Winslow 33. Northland basketball, presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. And that right there, folks, is the conclusion of our broadcast tonight at Winslow High School. We can't thank you enough for spending some of your time with us tonight. Good luck to everybody that gave us the correct answers to our trivia question. The names of those two great guards that played for Monument Valley way back. They played together at Monument Valley way back in the late 80s time frame, and then went on to play at Northland Pioneer College together as well. Who were they? Shoot us a text message, 928-205-8140. And in about an hour and a half time frame here, we will let you know who the winner of those tickets are. We'll draw for a couple of winners, 2 pair of tickets to give away to tomorrow night's Phoenix Suns-Charlotte matchup. That's it. Don't forget, again, Tuesday we'll be at Window Rock. Monument Valley at Window Rock, our next broadcast, and the only broadcast remaining here between now and Christmas time at Sports Zone Radio. Thank you to our producer, our video producer, Derek Simmons, our technical director, that's Cordell Granger, and we also want to thank the rookie, the brand new member of our team tonight, Terry Ann Skaggs, who shot camera for us and really did a terrific job. Good job, Terry Ann. For the entire crew, I am Floyd Simmons saying thanks for being here. God bless you all. Have a very Merry Christmas, and we will see you on Tuesday with more Northland basketball. Good night, everybody, from Winslow.
This has been Northland Basketball, an exclusive presentation of Sports Zone Radio. Listen online at SportsZone123.com and download the Sports Zone Radio app for your smartphone and listen wherever you go. Join us again for the next broadcast of Northland Basketball.